Alright, so now we move on to the first part of the drive. And I think the most important thing to understand about that is that once you connect, your seat has to move the same distance as your handle. Otherwise, you're either opening up your back too much, so the handle is moving ahead of the seat, or you are pushing your legs without moving the handle, which means that you are shooting your slide. So we talked about the recovery last week and getting into a good position. You just need to try and get athletes to move in, catch, and then push off. They need to feel that they can push off. You'll notice I've taken one foot out. This is a drill that's used extensively by the national squad. And basically it gives you a sense of where you are relative to the ground. And it does help athletes to feel the connection in their back. Okay, you might, I might be opening, I might be shooting. You judge for yourself. I have seen an innovation recently, I think on Instagram, where there's basically a contraption that is attached to the seat, and it gives you a reference point. You adjust it so that at the catch it's in line with the handle, and it sits just underneath the handle here, I think, or I guess it could sit here. And then what happens is the athlete learns how to push off with the handle moving exactly the same as what's happening on the seat. And as we spoke about last week, one needs to make sure that athletes need to understand that changing direction is important. You'll find that if you get to the catch and pause, they will tend to have a fault. Normally, if you pause, the only way that if you pause with the knees, the only way that you can connect with a wheel that's spinning is to actually either pull or to open onto the back too early. And what you're trying to achieve on the first part of the drive is to suspend your body weight off the seat. Okay, we'll talk about that more in the slide presentation. But if you can push off and take a large amount of your mass off the seat, it means that effectively gravity and combined with your body weight is being put on the spoon rather than on the seat. So there are two components to driving the boat. Firstly, the force that you can actually generate from your muscles, and secondly, the amount of your body mass that you can suspend off your seat. It's not that you want athletes to completely come off their seat at the catch. Obviously, you need to take mass off the seat and be able to hold right the way through the drive so that you can accelerate. Okay, but the basis of today's discussion is, in South Africa, we don't come into the catch and row onto it with our backs. We don't row onto it with our arms. We try and fix the position in the recovery early, glide into a strong position, and then make sure that the seat and the handle are connected. Okay. Obviously, we need to connect as early as possible, and just to go over it one more time. Just that first point that I made is you don't want the handle to overtake the seat, which is what's happening there. And you don't want the seat to overtake the handle, which is happening there, because that is, there's no connection on that. There's lots of connection here, but it's not a sustainable connection where you can keep suspended.